Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to teach you about some of the most common mistakes to avoid in the IELTS speaking test. Many candidates lose marks not because of their English level, but because of small errors they don't even realize they're making. Whether you're aiming for band 7, 8 or higher, remember, in IELTS the mistakes you avoid are just as important as the answers you give. So, let's get started and make sure you're fully ready for test day. Alright, let's jump into the first point that students should not do in the speaking test, which is memorizing the answers. Please do not memorize any answers for the IELTS speaking test. The main reason is examiners can easily tell if your answer is memorized or not. It sounds unnatural and doesn't reflect your real language ability. Then the examiners will ask more hard questions to check your real speaking ability. Therefore, you should not memorize any answers. Instead of memorizing answers, you can practice many different topics, which makes you more confident about your knowledge. Here I am showing you memorized answers, which is like robotic, and also natural answer. The question is, do you like traveling? Let's see the memorized answer first. Well, traveling is an essential part of human life. It not only broadens the mind, but also enriches the soul by offering new perspectives and diverse cultural experiences. Now here you can see how the natural answer looks like. I love traveling because it gives me a chance to learn about different cultures. Every time I visit a new place, I come back with new ideas and stories. It's exciting and refreshing. Now we can move to the second point that students should not do at the exam. The mistake is giving yes, no answers only. In the exam, the examiner can ask, do you like cold weather? So please do not give very short answers for any questions. Always expand your answers with reasons, examples, or explanations. The reason is that if the candidate give the short answers, the examiner cannot judge the speaking ability, and you will get very less marks. Here I would like to show one example. The question is, do you like cold weather? Yes, I actually prefer cold weather because it feels fresh and energizing. I also enjoy wearing warm clothes and drinking hot tea while staying indoors. It's really cozy. Okay, then the third point that students should not do in the exam is do not stay in silent for too long when the examiner asks the question. In the exam, if you did not understand the exam question, you can always ask from the examiner to repeat the question. But please make sure you are not doing this many times. Let's jump into the next point in this video. Don't use informal slang or offensive language. As an example, avoid overly casual words like gonna, wanna, dude, or anything inappropriate. Keep your language polite and professional. And also, the IELTS speaking test is designed to assess your ability to communicate clearly and appropriately in English, not just with friends, but in academic or professional settings too. Using overly casual or offensive language can show poor control over tone and register, and this can lower your score, especially in lexical resource and fluency/coherence. Here I would like to give some examples of slang to avoid. Please don't use below words. Gonna, wanna, chill, dude, kinda. Yep, these are the better alternative. I'm going to want to. Relax, my friend, and interesting, enjoyable. I hope you all were making notes while watching this video, because these small points are the key of your success. Let's move on to the next point. Another thing you should never do in the IELTS speaking test is don't worry about your accent. Please speak your normal way. The examiners are not worried about the accent. The examiners are just looking at the way you're speaking under 4 components, such as fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. So the main aim is to improve those 4 areas before the exam. Do not worry about the accent of your speaking. It does not give any extra marks, right? Okay, now the next point is just as important, and it's something you must avoid on test day, is don't speak too fast or too slowly. The thing that you must remember here, some of the questions are very familiar to you. If you get 1 or 2 questions like that, you might speak fast to show the examiner that you can speak fast. Do not do that in the exam, because if the other questions are hard, you might speak slowly. Therefore, it's better to speak your natural speed rather than changing the speed time to time, so the examiner can understand your real speaking ability. That will help the examiner to give the marks based on real and natural speaking ability. Okay, now we're moving to the next point. Make sure you never do this in your IELTS speaking test. The point is, don't go off topic. What does this mean? Sometime when the students are panicking in the real exam, they might talk different things, which is not related to the question or topic that the examiner asking. In this case, also, examiner cannot mark you properly as you are talking out of the topic. So in the exam, please, stay focused on the question and try to stay calm in the exam center. By doing these things, you will able to speak to the point. And after doing 2 or 3 questions like this, you will feel more relaxed and confidence. Then you will be fine for the rest of the questions in the exam. All right, next on the list, this is a common mistake that could cost you marks in the exam, which is don't repeat the question too much. Many students make this mistake at the exam, is repeating the question word for word before giving their answer. For example, if the examiner asks, "What's your favorite type of music?" Some candidates will start with, "My favorite type of music is..." This wastes time, sounds robotic, and doesn't show your ability to use different words. Instead, try paraphrasing the question in a natural way, like, "I really enjoy listening to pop music, especially songs with a catchy beat." This makes your answer sound more fluent and gives you the chance to show a wider range of vocabulary. Let's move to the second last point in this video. Don't panic over mistakes. Mistake can happen at any time. Just correct yourself naturally if needed and keep going. But do not panic at any time, because the mistake that happened, it's already happened, and no need to keep in that mind. Move forward with confidence and make sure you are giving better answers for rest of the exam. That will help you get better marks. Now, we are moving to the last key point of this video. The point is, don't forget to practice speaking aloud. When you are practicing, please practice aloud. You should not practice in your mind, because in the exam you should speak loud. The best way you can do this is record yourself to improve fluency. These are tips and tricks. You should use it before the exam. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate your time and support. If you found this helpful, please give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more useful tips and updates. Your encouragement means a lot and keeps me motivated to bring you even better content. See you in the next video.